What's up, guys? We just returned from our epic Ribeye Road Trip, as we're calling it. It was a 4,000-mile road trip that we took from Michigan to Colorado, down into Texas and back again. We called it the Ribeye Road Trip because our freezers were getting dangerously low. Thank goodness we're going into fall, and we harvested some nice elk in Colorado, headed down to Texas to meet some new friends. We're able to get a couple axis deer down there. So that was a nice start at replenishing our freezers for the fall of 2024. This was made capable by a very capable tire that we partnered with Toyo to test out. So again, we went on a 4,000-mile road trip and we covered everything from smooth blacktop highways for thousands of miles to rough county roads. We even got lost a little bit in Colorado on what I would call a road, if you will. And it was a nice way to test out the features and functionality of the Open Country RTs in a situation where we were lost. We had no cell phone service, and it was, I would say, dicey, but it was a little nerve-wracking, not knowing where we were and getting a little turned around. So the Open Country RT is a hybrid tire that is designed for everyday driving use, but also has the off-road capability and chops to go through sand, mud, snow, rain, whatever it may be. Me personally, this truck, the 2500 HD, is my everyday driver. This is my grocery getter. This is my around town vehicle. This is my softball transport vehicle. This is the take the kids to school functions vehicle. But it's also my backcountry driver, right? We're hauling deer camp with this truck. We are taking 4,000-mile meat-seeking road trips with this truck. So again, I need this truck to have the capability to get me around town comfortably and quietly, but also have the capability to get up in the high country, get deep in the north woods of Michigan and haul in deer camp and whatnot. So these tires allow me to do that along with the capabilities of the truck. I will say, when I first got the truck, I just chalked it up to, it's a 2500 HD, heavy suspension, it's a noisy truck, it's a clunky ride, it's not comfortable because it's a tool and it is what it is. I quickly found out that was false. From the moment I had the tires mounted at the shop, which is just a couple miles down the road here, just a few miles driving back to my house, it transformed the ride of my truck. A lot softer ride, a lot more comfortable, and just way easier on the ears. The quietness of these tires and the quietness of the ride of the truck blew my mind. Again, it's like a completely different truck I was driving. Toyo has incorporated several different features and benefits into these tires that make it the perfect hybrid tire. Like I said, this is my everyday driver, not your typical everyday driver, but I need something that I can tow my camper with, that I can get in the Northwoods of Michigan, that I can take all the way to Colorado and Texas and get in some gnarly terrain and situations. So what makes this such a great tire, a great hybrid tire that can do everything? Again, this is my around town driver. So I need that comfort and quietness, just because spending the time in the truck driving around town gets monotonous, and the last thing I want to deal with is a loud, clunking, uncomfortable ride. However, this tire has the off-road chops to be capable to do what you need it to do in the high country, back country, whatever it may be. The tread pattern is such that it ejects water, mud, snow, sand, whatever it may be, out to the side, keeping that tire in contact with all of the terrain, which allows you to maintain that traction and control. And again, it's got these side ejector ports that they call them, so you're ejecting pebbles, sand, mud, dirt, that gray Michigan slush that we get here in the winter and spring, mixed with the road salt. So again, it's going to eject all of that stuff that typically makes you lose that traction in those situations. Another feature that I really like, and I joked about this, are these sidewall lugs. They're my around town curb finders. It provides that sidewall protection, puncture resistance. So it's great for around town when you're trying to find those curbs, but when you are off-road in off-road situations and you're hitting rocks or boulders or sticks sticking out of the side of the mountain, whatever it may be, this is going to offer added traction and support and protection from sidewall punctures. So I'll finish by saying, for someone who's relatively skeptical about several things, the Toyo Tire Open Country RT trails blew my mind, plain and simple. I had the factory tires on the truck before, and I just thought it was a clunky, loud, noisy ride and something I had to deal with. False. These tires transform the ride. I highly recommend you check them out. Toyo Tires has a great tire finder right on their website. So if you head to toyotires.com, right at the top you'll see you can put in your vehicle information, year, make, model, what have you, and Toyo will then populate a list of all tires that they have that are a fit to your vehicle. So then you can go through that list of tires and kind of identify, what do I use my car for the most? What do I want my car to do? and you can kind of limit, or you can kind of pare down their offerings to the tire that best suits your needs. So again, great job from Toyo creating this hybrid tire, the Open Country RT Trail. Super capable around town tire and a super capable backcountry high alpine tire as well. For more information on the Open Country RT Trail, head on over to toyotires.com.